Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for SSJ Figuarts, and we have Super Saiyan Vegeta, and this is the premium color edition. I thought they've changed the molding on this one. Apparently not. Well, the color made certain features a little bit more prominent. But it is a recolor, hence the name, premium color edition of the original Super Saiyan Vegeta, right here. I did paint the boots on mine brown, or the tip of the boots, because that's how I remember Vegeta. The original one does not. It's all white. And here we go. Here's the box art. Really nice. I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. I'll provide the link down below if you're interested, and I think it's still available. And be sure to get one now, because like what happened to Vegeta before, after a while, it's gone, price goes up. So definitely well worth picking up. And let's take a look inside. And here we go. They're basically identical. The color is different. This is the original one here. This is the new one. And it's kind of like having that Player 2, or when you pick, you know, the same character and just a different shade. I used to remember that in old games. But yeah, they're really cool. For the vibrant color on the premium edition, I really like the orange. You know, starts out with orange, then a little bit more vibrant yellow, and it's a lot more glossier than this. This one you don't really see the sheen of the light. This one you do. And it's possible that they've kind of added a little bit of a gloss, maybe a little bit of a pearl finish on it too. But other than that, the rest of the body is in that matte color, really vibrant. And on the back side here, the brown on this one is a little darker. Yep. And the tips, it just painted brown. I wish they've added lines, kind of like how it is here. That's how I've done mine. I've added a little bit of lines there. I could probably add that too. But as it is, it looks great. And going over articulation, actually this one, the newer joints or the neck joint for the Figuarts are a lot better than the old ones. And for those who has the old one here, you have a tendency to be really loose, and it's a known issue. I've done several things to try to fix it, and actually it's here. The problem is this joint here might get too loose and the head is heavy. You can apply, what do I call this? Actually, let me demonstrate that now. So this is pledge. I put in a little bottle here. And typically what you do is, take that out, get some paintbrush. That's not a good one. Good enough. So you get a little bit of paintbrush. And you're gonna just apply it. Now the floor polish, so again this is a clear floor polish, either Fledge or Future, whichever brand. It dries, it's just a coating. You can peel it off. It's a wax basically. For lack of a better term, it's just wax. Here we go. You let it dry. Same thing if you want to apply a coat here. There's actually a little bit of, or some in there. Let me grab here. I'm doing an impromptu demo again. And I don't have a toothpick. I have a toothpick somewhere, but let me clean that off. Really going off topic here with the review. But if ever this happens to your Vegeta or any Figuarts in general, yeah, it's bound to happen. Joint gets loose over time, and I'm just put one coat, and typically you let this dry, and we'll see how it turns out after I've completed the review for the premium color. And for those who are wondering, this is the actual bottle. I just don't want to use this. I have to put it in a smaller container, which is more readily accessible. Yeah, it's a big bottle. These are relatively cheap and this will last you for years. Alright, so back to Vegeta. We have the neck here. You have the shoulder, which is fully articulated. You have the joints, can go up, can go down. Now, this is one of those extended joints, ball jointed on both, well, on one side, and you get the hinge here. It's possible that it could get a little loose. Yeah. So I guess my possible solution here, add that floor polish there. Maybe use a toothpick, just kind of wick it inside there. There is that collar that moves freely. Just kind of fill in the gaps. There we go. Then you have the elbow here. It seems like it's double jointed, but it doesn't really give you much other than a 90-degree bend. And you have the swivel here on the bicep. I'm still waiting for them to fix that. I mean, for this one, it's not too bad. The old one, it does stick out a little bit more. Next part is the waist. This is actually a problem, and I've seen people post this where your Vegeta is like a bobblehead. Or so it seems like there's an extendable part here on the waist, which you can push down. Actually, there seems to be a bit of paint chipping with the white on the hips. But press it down and it should stop the wobble for now, till you pop it out again. Now, I cannot remember that on here. It's still dry. This one does not have that extension on the waist. So, yeah, I'm not sure why it's added or they just use a different joint there. But it doesn't really do much. Yeah, it doesn't even help him at all with that joint. He cannot do an ab crunch with that or anything. Just makes him wobbly. So just push it down. Now you have the hips here, or the waist, or for the legs. A good range of movement. You get your typical SSJ Figuarts joint there. I believe you can pull this down. There we go. Gives you a bit more range of movement. And you have a knee joint, which is great. It's not too bad in terms of aesthetic look for that knee. Even for the elbow, it's not too bad. Sometimes these tend to get more elongated and it's not, it doesn't quite work well, but this one works. I don't think you have a swivel there. You have your ankle. You could rotate and tilt. I think it's a ball jointed there. Then you have your toe joint. There we go. And they always have that B China imprinted on one of the soles. And that's pretty much it for Vegeta's articulation. It's basically your same Vegeta. Quite nice. Now, in terms of accessories, you can swap out the face here. It's actually goes all the way on top, and it's the same face. Now that I realize it, there we go. You pop this in. You can probably use the face for the front part on the old one, but the hair is gonna be off. There we go. And the last but not least, you have another one here. So the eyes does look in a different direction depending on which one you pick. So it could be a deterrent on some who likes to have it in a certain way, but you got this one looking there, this one looking on that side, and this one is neutral in the middle. Yeah. Right, so on top of that, we have hands. You have the closed fist. You have the hands for energy blast, or when he's using his attack. I can't remember what attack it is. It's like a Gallic Cannon. And or actually, I think he probably just used this one. Likewise, popping this off. There we go. Not fond of that ball joint. It looks fragile to me. I haven't had much issues with my old one though. There we go. Really nice. And other than that, well, that you get a pair of that. Then you also have a pair of this one here. And that pretty much sums up for Vegeta. This is a really great figure. One of my favorites in the DBZ line. It's Vegeta has that certain character. Really obnoxious. Full of pride. Yes, Saiyan pride. Well, he is a prince. And if you're watching the recent Dragon Ball series, it's actually up to par with Goku. Well, maybe. It doesn't really show quite well, but they're on the same Super Saiyan level now. Or Super Saiyan God. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Really great figure. Highly recommend getting it, especially if you miss out on the first one. And hopefully you didn't pay an arm and leg for that one. Well, this one is relatively available and cheap. Now, getting back to the other Vegeta here. It probably dried down now. And I'm just going to put this back here. There we go. So, it doesn't wobble now as much. But it is a wax. And as such that over time it will peel off and break. And you just have to reapply it. There you go. That's a quick fix for loose joints. Works for the most part. And there you go. Great figures. Highly recommend getting them. And again, I got mine from Untitled Hobby. And that's about it for this review. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.